They'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. The 40, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. The 20. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that 2nd play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
And he'll find Thielen on the right side. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Cousins. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
To throw is Cousins. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts escaping the pressure right. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a loss of 12 that time. And it'll be a 2nd and long. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 26 yards. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, Cook. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. A give to Cook out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a cap